Welcome, my love, to our sixth session of the foundational roots of Qigong. And this session is dedicated to the fire element, the most yang of all the elements. It is extreme yang, magnificent yang. This energy rises to the occasion with such beauty and illumination. And as we're preparing for our session, we're connecting with the fire element and knowing that the fire element is associated with the south. If you want to turn and face the south, you can. I'm going to face you, but this direction here for me is south. It's associated with this gorgeous color red and with fire. It is associated with summertime and midday sun and the time of your life when you are a mature adult, where you are starting to blossom into the fullness of you. And the fire element is connected to your heart, and the paired organ is the small intestine. And there is the pericardium, the heart protector. And we're going to work a little bit with the pericardium tonight. And the fire element, just to give you some context, is associated with your blood and your cardiovascular system, your circulatory system, and connected with your tongue for speaking and for kissing. And if you notice, when we talk with our hands and we talk with our mouth, and both the palms of our hands and our tongue are direct extensions of our heart. And the fire element teaches us how to transform agitation, busyness, anxiety, and superficiality into living with a light heart, living with joy, following your bliss, following your love. And it transforms, even more importantly, apathy and hatred into unconditional love. And it takes what was wood element, what was kindness, and it up levels it into compassion. And so with that, let's begin our practice. You may be facing the south at the midday sun, at the prime of your life. And as you're standing there with your hands in prayer at your heart, let's say a prayer. And as you stand, there is a soft, gentle, beautiful smile on your lips. And as we say this prayer, of course, you can change the words for your own words, or follow along. Simply, in the palms of your hands, create space to hold yourself. And as you breathe, and you allow this smile to warm your face and warm your heart, our prayer is, may I feel safe. May I feel safe. And as your fingertips are pointed upward, and now as you take a nice deep breath, and point your fingers toward the earth. May all beings feel safe. And then as you inhale, may I know peace. And as you exhale and point your palms, your fingers toward the earth, may all beings know peace. Inhaling, fingertips to the sky. May I be open to love. And as you exhale, fingertips to the earth, may all beings be open to love. Mm. And with that, my love, you find yourself at a gate in the beautiful sunshine, and you're standing in the summer, and the tree of life that once was bare not that long ago is now in full bloom. And you are at the gate of your own heart. As your heart blooms and flickers with a gentle, warming flame, your heart asks you, my love, what appears to be blocking you from the circuitry of love? What appears to be blocking you from the circuitry of love? And what needs to be laid down here so that you can love yourself and others more fully? What needs to be laid down here so you can love yourself and others more fully? And taking a moment to breathe that in. And when you're ready, with a humble bow, setting that down. And releasing and letting it go so you can love yourself and others more fully. And take your time here and allow yourself to let that open in you. Let that open and let that release. Let that go. And when you feel like you have laid something down, just allowing your body to naturally unfurl as you fill yourself with life force energy. From the soles of your feet, through your roots, up through your body, as you unfurl your spine, unfurl your neck and shoulders, as you rise to the occasion, open-hearted. Now is not the time for the faint of heart. Now is the time for an open heart, a courageous heart, a safe heart, and a healthy heart. So with that, let's step across the threshold and we'll start our practice. And let's start just like we always do. You're rooted into the ground. You're in the alignment. You know this movement well. And we're going to knock on the door of life. And we are knocking, and this part, just as a teaching, when we're doing activations and warm-up, we are connecting with the fire element. That's the fire element aspect of our practice. So activate and warm up your body And while you're doing so, we can't just possibly only work with the fire element, because if we did, it would just all burn up and it wouldn't be great. We're creating harmony. So you're connecting with these other elements to create a fusion, a synergy with these other elements. So you're connecting with the water and the earth as you activate and warm your body. And the sound for the heart, I'm going to tell you now, it's HA, like ha, 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 like laughter. So as you're knocking, if you want to release any ha, and you might as well bring your hands up to your chest. And as you're connecting with your breath, and you're bringing your breath to your kidneys, you're also connecting with your heart, and you're bringing your fire, your heart fire, to your kidney waters. You're creating a fusion and an alchemy and a harmony within you. The part of you that is deep and truthful, and you're connecting with the part of you that's busy and it's going out, and you're connecting with the part of you that goes down and in, and you're rooting it down because this fire part just wants to get out and go and leave and fly away. Ah, ah, ah. So bring your heart fire to your kidney water. Ah. Bringing your hands down again, knocking on your abdomen and your kidney. Whew. And now at some point, just stop knocking on your body and just drop into water wave. As you breathe, you connect with this formless energy, this field of potential all around you. And you connect with this sense of the subtle energy. And you connect with this river of life that's flowing through you, into you, and all around you, all the time. And now, since we're with the fire element, see, feel, sense, know the beauty of the light dancing on the surface of the water, where the light and the water meet. Allow yourself to be in that meeting place with the light and the water. And as you play in that place of above and below, yin and yang, fire and water, merging trust with love. Allow yourself to gradually, so gradually, find your way to stillness and come into vertical alignment, feeling your feet on the earth, feeling your knees soft. You're sitting on the tall stool, top of your head is lifted and your sacrum is dropped. Breathing into your abdomen. Soft smile on your face. Beautiful. Let's do another warm up. We've done this before. It's called spinal cord breathing. As you inhale, your hands rise and you look up to the sky, to the heavens. You make soft, loose fists as you open your chest. And then as you exhale, you coil forward, you tuck your chin, your elbows come close together, as your chin to your chest. Inhale, you spiral out, look up to the sky. And then exhale, close your body, tuck your chin, elbows come close to each other. As you inhale, your heart is to the heavens. Exhale, your heart is to the earth. Breathing into your spinal cord, opening your heart in the front, and breathing into your spinal cord, opening the back of your heart. At your own rate and rhythm, let this be a stretch. Let this prepare you to drop into the flow as you open your heart to the sky. And as you open your heart to the earth. In this movement here, we're opening and closing our hands gently. And this is a part of the heart meridian, the palms of your hand. Spinal cord breathing. Opening the back of your heart and the front of your heart. Let's do one more time. As you close the front of your body, you can just let your hands float down as your head rises up the center. Feeling yourself start to stretch and warm. And this next movement is a really fun one. At the same time, it's nighttime, and so just do it at the speed that you want to do it, because this is a fire element movement, so it could be invigorating. So just work with what's wisdom for you. But this is called the pump. And it's important that we did the top of our body and we worked with the heart channel. And now we're going to spread that warmth through our whole body. And so the pump, it's pretty easy. You make sure you have enough room behind you and you reach up, right? You just reach up. And then when you exhale, you lower your hands. I'm just going to go slow right now so you can see. My knees are bent and my hands go behind me. And then my knees straighten up. My knees bend and then they straighten up as my hands come up. So my knees bend as I go down and they straighten as my hands go back. They bend and they straighten as my hands come up. So then you just kind of drop it. You just pump it. It's a pump. So this is great for clearing energy. A big part of what we're going to do a little piece tonight about protecting our heart energy and clearing out energy and other people's energy so we can have an open heart and a safe heart. A big part of that is not through just words, it's through clearing other people's stuff out of our field and clearing our stuff out so we don't have to carry it. And this is a way to do that energetically, but it's also because you're pumping your legs, right? You're gonna get hot, but you're gonna circulate this energy through all the vessels and all the channels. So this is a full body opening and warming. And you can do the sound. And just go at your own rate and rhythm. You're already starting to get warm. That's perfect. Just feel yourself releasing whatever it was you laid down at the gate. Just let go of more of that. Whew. Warming your body up. You're pumping this love and compassion through all channels of your body. Let's just do a couple more. When you read Chinese textbooks, which I don't do that very often, but they always want you to do like 300 of these. Do this for 10 minutes. So we're not going to do that. We're going to say we're at 99 and 100. And then on your last one, you slow it down. And then just let your hands float down. Woo. And you feel how you're getting warm. Your heart is beating. Your face is flushed. This is fire. Yay. Yeah, fire element is a lot to do with heartbeat, heart palpitations. Okay, well, let's find this heart channel. Okay, there's not very many points on the heart channel. So we're going to do the heart channel, and then I'm going to share one point with you on the heart protector. So the heart channel starts right here, right on your armpit, right? And so this is number one. And then it comes down to your elbow. Now, this is a super important point if you're a martial artist. I was going to focus on this point, but instead I'm going to focus on a different point. But if you can touch right here and you see how tender that is, just that you get a little bonus teaching. Massage that every day. Then the heart point comes down to your wrist. And then there's 3 little points. Boom, boom, boom. Right there. And then it comes right here, right at the base of your pinky. And then it ends right on the inside of your pinky finger. So you can like squeeze that. But what we're going to do, we'll massage a different point in just a second. But we might as well just tap your armpits. Yeah. And then work on down to your elbow. And when you tap this part, it's more than likely this will get really red. And that's great. And then down to your wrist. All of these points are great for anxiety, busyness, overthinking. And then just squeeze your pinky finger. This is for heart palpitations, heart murmurs, blood pressure, things like that. Might as well just do this other side. Yeah, your wrist and the palm of your hand and your pinky. Opening up this heart channel so you have a clear, healthy physical heart, healthy spirit heart, and healthy emotional heart. Our hearts get real heavy and they want to shut down. You know, hearts really need to feel safe. So let's just open up all these blockages so your heart can feel safe. And now just sense and feel that that's your heart channel. And let's just do real quick because I didn't do it. Go from your elbow down to your pinky. Let's just do that a few times just to smooth that out. Smooth that out so you have a smooth, flowing, lovingly attended to heart channel. Now, the point that I'm going to share with you is not necessarily on the heart channel, but it's the heart protector. And So this is your pericardium. And so what you do is you find your wrist, and you see where your wrist has the wrinkles are there. You just lay 2 fingers here, and right between the ulna and radius, and you just dip your finger in there, and you just move around until you find the most active area. That right there is pericardium 6. That's called your inner gate. And if you put your thumb there and then put your ring finger on the outside, or your first finger on the outside, as if you're just clasping it, you're touching your outer gate. So you got your inner gate and your outer gate. Your inner gate is emotional health protection. This is your emotional heart. And then this is your outer gate. Remember we talked about guardian chi and wei chi? This is to give you healthy boundaries with your immune system. So you might as well just press them together and jiggle them and circle them. Knowing you're stimulating and activating your inner gates and your outer gates. People that are hands-on healers, like many of you are in this circle, you want to activate these points before you do any sessions, whether it's energy work with laying hands on or doing distance healing. Okay? And just breathe into those points, knowing you're activating. These are your points, your gates of protection. So you can have a protected, healthy heart and a guardian chi, so you feel like you can move through the world without false armors of protection, but a truly protected heart. So let's do that on the other side. You can feel how that one hand feels, and now feel this other hand. And remember to find it. You just bend your wrist forward, and there's those creases, and then you do 2 fingers, and then you put your thumb there. And then you just feel around and find where it's the most active, and then put your thumb in, and then put your finger on the outside and just squeeze them and jiggle them and circle them, and bring your mind, your attention, your breath into them. And if you want to do the healing sound to purge and clear out any stagnant energy there, you would do that sound. It's HA. Now you just pause, sense and feel. Now, I grew up loving Wonder Woman, and she'd always do this, pa-ching! So we're gonna do that, cha-ching! And so what you're doing is you're knocking, I'm knocking this outer gate to my inner gate. I'm knocking my inner gate and outer gate. Now make your wrist really soft. So your hands move. There's a connection between the gates. You're holding your structure. You're not collapsed. You got your structure. You're holding, you're a gate guardian of your healthy heart, right? And your hands, your wrists can move because there's a bunch of points that want to go through that, and energy gets caught in these joints. So let your wrists move as you knock your inner gates and your outer gates together. As you stand up tall, heart open, and then just when it feels right, switch sides and knock the other inner gate and outer gate together. And see how you're making this cross right here? This is a universal language of thou shalt not cross. This is my space. And so you are protecting your space energetically, and you're activating and making a connection between your gates. You're creating a grid, and you're opening up your wrist. And then let's just stand for just a second as you breathe and you feel this energetic connection. Now inside this space, this is your beautiful space. You have plenty of room. You're not shut down. If you need to adjust so you can feel open and secure. And then you also have this like stance that you can hold your ground. And so from here, we're just going to let our hands float down. In the summertime, we'll do more heart protecting and guardian chi. Okay? And now we're just going to shake out the whole thing. Shake out your fingers, your wrists, palms of your hands. And you just like, and have that soft smile on your face and it's good that your hands are above your head, because you're just like, you don't normally have your hands up here. And now change the angles, put your palms toward the ceiling or toward the wall, and then turn the palms toward the ground and just open up the angles. And then now bring your attention into your elbows and change the angles of your elbows, knowing you're opening up the heart channel pathways and your heart protector pathways and your lung pathways and your shoulders, and really kind of jiggle in there in your elbows and your your armpits. Kind of create some space in your armpits. And up and down, your shoulders up and down, and open and close your chest. Open and close your chest. And just go ahead and might as well just shake our whole body for a couple of moments, like shake down into your belly and into your hips and your glutes. Shaking is an activation. It's a fire element form. So shake down into your legs and your knees. And knock your heels on the ground if it feels okay to do so. Knowing that you're transferring this healthy heart protective energy through your whole body. And now start to gradually slow down. Ooh, and feel this tingling and this warmth. All of this is related to yang energy, fire energy, magnetic energy. Now, I said magnetic. I don't mean magnetic. I apologize. What I mean is electric, that bioelectric. That's yang. Magnetic energy is yin. It's consolidating. This isn't that. This is dispersive and light and tingly. It's not heavy or dense. Okay. We're about to pop into it, but I just got, the heart element is all about spontaneity, and I just remembered we got to pound right here and pound right here, and heart energy is about playfulness and silliness. And so the animal associated with the heart is the monkey, and so you got And in the summer, if you want to learn the animal forms, we will learn the funnest, most joyful form, and that's the heart, and that's the monkey. Okay, for real now. Whew. There you go. Now we have activated heart energy. Feel that smile on your face, feel that warmth, feel that playfulness, feel that love and joy. There we go. Let's learn this next form, this next piece we're going to do. I'm going to teach you the movement called cloudy hands. This is probably the most well-known movement. Almost every Tai Chi tradition, every Qigong tradition does this. I'm going to open up my stance just a little bit, and we're just going to go through the mechanisms, through the structure. Then we'll go into the form, and then we'll go into the poetry of this movement. So I personally like my feet a little wider than shoulder width with this one, but fine, some people like to be shoulder width. Feel your feet on the earth, sit on that tall stool, lift your head. This form starts like when we did wood we ended with embrace the tree. So that's how it ended. So let's come into that, embracing the tree. And so let's just breathe here for a second, knowing we're about to learn something new. So we're just going to open our heart, open our mind. No one's going to get it all the way right or all the way wrong. We're going to just have fun. So we're dropping into the stance. We're embracing the tree. And so, doesn't matter which hand it is, but just take your left hand and set it down like it's on the surface of water. This other hand is at the level of your heart. This is a heart form. So your palm is facing your heart. Your elbows are splayed out just a little bit. Your heart meridian goes through there, right? Your armpits have space in them. They're not clamped down. They're spacious, sweaty armpits. Okay. So the hand that's up, go ahead, because right now my weight is evenly distributed, like I'm in my center. But the hand that's up, go ahead and shift your weight to that side. Now, turn your waist. There you go. Now, switch your hands. So the hand that was down now is at your heart level, and the hand that was up is now down. Okay, good. Now, just shift your weight to the other leg. Turn your waist. Switch your hands. Brilliant. Shift your weight. Turn your waist. Switch your hands. You're good. Shift your weight. Turn your waist. Switch your hands. Shift. Turn. Switch. Make it smooth. Shift. Turn. Switch. Shift. Turn. Switch. Shift. Turn. Switch. Making your movements now soft like clouds floating by. All you're doing is shifting, turning, and switching. Shift. Turn. Switch. Your breath is soft. There's not a pattern you have to follow with your breath. Your breath is smooth, like silk, gentle. Your movements become rounded and joyful. They become easy as you shift and you turn and you switch. There is a light-hearted, buoyant, pleasurable feeling. The archetype that is most associated with the fire element is the wizard. The wizard is a magician. The wizard is the one that can change ordinary into extraordinary. The wizard is the one that can shift the mundane into the sacred. The wizard loves connection and loves all things that bring her pleasure. And then she shares that with her friends. The wizard loves to feel pleasure and beauty, and above all, this magnetic and charismatic magician desires above all else is God union. So as you just simply shift, turn, and switch, you are entering into an extraordinary experience. Fire and water. So let's start to build this form into our form. So bringing your hands together. We'll go into this part just a little bit more, but my thumbs are facing each other. My fingertips are facing toward my forehead. My elbows are facing toward you. And I'm opening my palms toward the heavens, toward the sky. I have my golden urn up, opening to receive the light. And I'm letting this light pour down into the palm of my hands, down into my heart meridian, down into my heart. And I'm going to bring it down into my dantian. And we're going to just go ahead and start the form. So I'm going to bring my feet just a little bit closer together. If you want to take a moment to pause here, to integrate, to breathe, to prepare. When you're ready, you're going to come into low standing tree. And we'll just do a few passes of each movement. Okay. So finding your breath, coming back to deep abdominal breathing, coming back to your stance, creating this connection with your fingertips as you hold the structure. Top of your head lifted as your tailbone sinks toward the earth, as you're sitting on the tall stool. As you breathe now into the wave breathing, where you breathe belly, ribs, chest, chest, ribs, belly. When you're ready, you begin and you gently let your hands float up. Buddha holds up the earth, palms toward your lungs, and now palms spiral toward the heavens. Leading with your thumb is connected to your lung channel as your hands spiral back down. Palms facing the heavens. Inhaling. Belly, ribs, chest, spiraling, leading with your thumb. Now, chest, ribs, belly, floating down. At your own rate and rhythm, inhaling up, attuning to the highest frequency of the lung health and the metal element and breath and healthy boundaries. If you feel like you need to cleanse and clear a little here, certainly do the sound. It can be loud, it can be soft, it can be silent. I'll do it softly. We'll do one more. Returning to low standing tree, connecting with that healthy lung tissue of white pearly tissue. standing in courage, with inspiration, standing in your value and worth. Our bodies gently rise as our hands come toward our belt, and then we pour forward, connecting now with the water element, tracing the kidney channel up our thighs, up our abdomen, up to right at our clavicles, and then our fingers point out as we pour down, as we become the fountain, as we inhale, tracing the kidney channels from the bottoms of our feet, through our ankles, through our thighs, up to our clavicles and out. The fountain, connecting with this flowing, peaceful, deep flow current of life. Letting these waters flow pure and smooth, nourishing your roots. And see how you're bringing it right up here, right up toward your heart. You're bringing some water up toward your heart. And if you want to clear out any fear or mistrust or suspicion, you can do so with the sound sway. One more time. As your hands float down, they return to low standing tree, and then you just bring them behind you. Your hands are directed toward your kidney as you stand like a bear, breathing down deep, anchoring your breath into your kidneys. And then we bring our hands forward again, back to low standing tree, finding your breath. We transition to the wood element. The tree sways in the wind. You inhale and then exhale, and that space between your breath is when you turn. Inhale, your hands rise, your body rises as you trace your liver channel all the way up to the top of your head. And then you return back to center, and now you exhale as your hands spiral out as you breathe out. And they return. There's the pause. When you're ready to inhale, inhale up, drawing up this sensation of growth, of this energy up through your roots, up through the trunk, up through the top of your head, and now out through the branches, so that you may grow and emerge and be creative and express yourself and share your creativity with abundance and kindness and generosity. As you grow, there's this sense of pioneering, this sense of continue eternal desire for this expression to succeed, rising up, and you are When you make it to the top now and you want to clear out any anger or frustration, you do so with the sound. We are clearing out with the sound any parts of us that are in comparison and envy. Last one, as we are connecting with this sense of abundance and kindness, we clear any frustration. As our hands come to embrace the tree, we stand in this place of gorgeous green, connecting with the tree of life, with deep, solid roots, flourishing branches, flourishing canopy. And now it's time for us to bloom. Lay one hand down, one hand at your heart, shift your weight, turn your weight, switch your hands. I'm going to open my stance a little bit. Shift, turn, switch. You are now at your heart. Kindness has become compassion. Leaves have turned to flowers and fruits. What was a vision is now a pathway of following your bliss. What was a need to succeed has turned into joy and pleasure. What you felt like you had to give with that was generous is now just so freely giving as you become a conduit, a connection of fire and water, of earth and sky. You have grown into this tree that is blooming. You have grown into many things. They have all come from your heart. And things other people may think are ordinary, you find extremely pleasurable. You understand that the sacred and the divine is infused in everything. You are a magician. You speak with your heart, your hands, your tongue. Your very life is a living prayer. And it is so beautiful and such an enjoyable experience that you want to linger here. And yet, my love, it is time for us to complete for today. So when you are ready, bring your hands back to the center, bring your feet a little closer, and turn your thumbs close to each other, your fingertips toward your forehead. As you open your wrist, open your pinky, open your thumb, open your palms toward the light of the sun, the light of the stars, the light, cosmic light, divine light, fire light, and receive that light into the palms of your hands. Your hands are becoming a chalice or a vessel, and let it pour down through your channels into your heart, and bring your hands down all the way down to your lower dantian. And it's in your heart, but we're not going to store it in our heart. We're opening our heart, but we don't keep things here. We keep things down here. So maybe even do this. Pull everything from your heart down in case there's anything there. Bring it down and seal it in. And we're going to close for tonight. It's so pleasurable, enjoyable. We want it to keep going, and yet we are going to integrate and seal this in. As we do, we are connecting with this color of red, like healthy blood, healthy heart, love. And you are infusing your body with a warm glow, like a soft candle, like a warm coal and a safe fire. And you're drawing that warmth down into your belly. Last one, hands and feet together. And really feel all this energy coming down like warmth down into your belly and sealing it in, completing with a warm glow, a soft smile, and open heart. Shen up, Qi down. We rise, right hand rises, yang rises, light, brilliant light. Left hand covers it. Qi down, water down. Bring the alchemy of fire and water into your heart as we bow out. We say thank you. We're bowing to each other. We're bowing to everything that's unfolded in this circle. We're bowing to fire, and to the wizard, the magician. We're bowing to our beautiful heart. We're bowing to our teachers, teachers, and the teacher within. As you inhale, draw that back into your body and step back across the threshold. And I invite you in your Qigong journal to journal about this form, and particularly whatever came to you. There's so much I could have said. And journal about a healthy heart and protecting your heart and having an open heart. And journal about smiling, how laughter and smiling and joy and play can be the antidote for these times.